Hello and welcome back to my Dandelion Diaries. I would love to thank the Washi Tape Shop today, number one, for sponsoring today's video. We're going to be unboxing some of the new tapes from them and using them in a plan with me in my beloved journey planner that I have been having the best time in. So before we get to the plan with me, I'm going to unbox this and show you guys the new tapes that they have released recently. If you're interested in only the plan with me, I will have a timestamp in the description and you can just jump to that point. But let's go ahead and unbox these. I do want to preface this video also with the fact that I am having some roof work done at the moment, so if you hear any like loud clashes or anything, that's probably what's going on there. Nothing's gonna fall on us while I'm filming, I promise. It's just gonna be some noise in the background. If you are interested in what the Washi Tape Shop kind of provides with you in an order, they will usually always send a little card like this, which is actually a sticker, so you can use these as another piece of decoration. It also comes with a code on it. You can use it if you want. It's 𝗦𝘂𝗵15 for 15% off. I also have a code with the Washi Tape Shop. It's Danielle10 for 10% off. You're welcome to use either one. I do get a small commission if you use my code, but I really just love the Washi Tape Shop. I've used them for years. I'm a huge fan of their stuff, and I order even when they don't send me things. So here we go. These are the tapes that they sent me. All of these have been released. So I'm going to go one by one, unwrap each one, and show you guys the designs. I am a fan of their PET tapes, especially the pre-cut ones. So I got 3 of those. I have their new skinny tapes here, which are like a little bundle of skinny tapes, and then a couple of their pre-cut sticker washi tape bundles as well. So the first one I have here is the pre-cut pink velvet wide PET tape, and I really just love all of the floral tapes from the Washi Tape Shop. I feel like I can never go wrong with them. They always provide the little bits of accent that I like on my journal pages or in my planning pages or anything like that. Their florals are so good. So like I said, this is the PET tape version. They do also have it in a washi tape if you're not a fan of the high gloss or clear backing. But look at this, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's got a little bird in there. Let's see what else. Yeah, another bird. I love the pink florals, especially for summertime, and that is definitely why I chose this one, because I want to use it in the summer. The next tape I have here is the pre-cut Sunlit Meadow wide PET tape. And I really like this one. Again, summer florals was kind of my goal here, but also because this one has a range of colors in it. So usually when I'm using a floral tape, I really like to have a kind of range of colors that I can match my fountain pen inks to, and this one has quite a few beautiful, bright, springy, summertime-like colors. We got a nice frame going on right there. Really nice collection of flowers. Again, these are the pre-cut ones, so you can just literally peel it off like a sticker. There is no trimming or anything like that. I will say that it does take some getting used to with PET tape to peel it off of its backing, but once you get it, you get it. Washi tape is the same way. It just takes a little bit of practice. You can use tweezers if you want, but yeah, I really love the pre-cut options just because it makes ease of use very nice. Or if you forget your scissors and you bring your roll of tape with you, you're good to go because the sticker's already pre-cut for you. The last PET tape that I got is the pre-cut Floral Finch one. So this is kind of like a collection of 3, if you will. And this one is very similar to the Sunlit Meadow in that it has a lot more of those different colors in it, as well as some butterflies, more frames. This one also has another bird. All 3 of the tapes are very similar. So if you wanted only one of the 3, you could, choose what's best for you. I think the Sunlit Meadow is probably the one I would use the most personally if I only had to pick one, but I definitely will get many uses out of all of these. The Washi Tape Shop is actually one of the few washi tapes, like places that I use full rolls of and buy more of the same roll because I love them so much. And I'm not just saying that to say that. If you've seen any of like my setup videos, you will see that I reuse the tapes over and over again. I really do love the Washi Tape Shop products. Okay, this next one I'm going to go over is one of these sticker tape sets, and this one is the Spring Oasis one. So you get 3 rolls, looks like. Let's bust this open. Yes, so there are 3 rolls inside this one. I'm not going to unroll all 3 of these because I feel like they are I don't know. I feel like I'm going to be here forever if I do that. So just know that these ones have little florals, looks like some bees, some quotes. This other roll in here looks like it has another set of like more, I guess, header-like florals or more decorative like sticker florals, like smaller pieces. And then this one looks like it has the larger, more of like square or like photograph size, like mini photograph size florals on it. Very, very nice on all three of these. Then the other sticker tape set I got is, I've been seeing it everywhere and I'm so glad I could get one. This is the stamped wings washi tape sticker set. It's all about the butterflies. So again, you get 3 rolls with this one. This roll here is like literal stamps like you would use for like a post office. They're not actual stamps. Unfortunately, you can't use them for like letters or anything, but it is the decoration style with butterflies and a bit more of like a muted kind of vintage looking color palette. This roll has just individual butterflies kind of placed out. These are my favorite to use, especially for like small accent pieces. I've gone through a couple of butterfly rolls from them actually. And then this other one is the one that's a bit more of like the full-fledged designs. I'll open this one because this one looks like it's got some interesting pieces on it and maybe we need to see them a little bit more in detail. My only thing with these sticker tape sets is you have to be very careful when peeling them off for the first time, like opening the package, because you can lift off the stickers underneath. The washi paper is a little bit more fragile than the PET paper, which makes sense because it's paper versus tape, I guess. I think I said that right. Anyways, you just have to be a bit careful when you're opening it up for the first time so you don't accidentally rip a sticker underneath. So just go slow. Best advice there is go slow. Okay, looks like this one has some bigger designs, looks like some books. That's really pretty. Some more kind of butterfly type settings. Looks very springish, like summery vibes, and that's pretty much the end of the roll or the end of the loop right there. But it's beautiful, muted tones again. I feel like these would work really good in like a 𝗦𝘃𝗽𝗍 weeks with the kind of creamy paper. It would look really nice as accents on that type of paper. And the last roll set that I have here, like I said, is those skinnier washies. So this is the Color Crush washi tape set. And this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rolls inside of it. So you get 8 rolls. They are 5 meters long and they do have a variety of designs. So this first one is a star pattern and it is thicker. This one looks to be maybe like a 10 to 12 millimeter length. Let me see if I can peel this really quick. So, and it is a white background. This one is flowers and it looks to be a little bit skinnier. So this one's probably 10 to 8 millimeters. Let me see if I can find my ruler. Hold on. Okay, so with the ruler here, it is 8 millimeters. So this one is 8 millimeters. This first one that I did with the stars is 12. I was right. Wow. Okay. I guess I got a good eye for that. But here is the small little flowers. If I can get the camera to focus. Yeah. Nice little dainty flowers. Then we have some more hearts here. Very nice pastel kind of hearts. They are not foiled as far as I can tell, but some of the print is shiny versus matte. Then we have some, looks to be like Easter eggs. This one would kind of be fun for like an Easter spread. Or for me, since I have chickens, every time I collect eggs or using it for a garden planter, this would work really good for me there too. This one has kind of a more mountainous looking like scenery look to it. Could just be kind of nice overlapping colors though and like blobs, but to me it's kind of like colorful mountains. This one looks to be just kind of like little square blobs as a pattern. Oh, I like the colors on this one. It's almost like a gray to red to yellow. It's very nice. Again, it's not foiled, but it looks like it is because it's just shiny on some of the inks. And this next one is rainbows. Look at that. That's so cute. I feel like this is perfect for our month of June being Pride Month. Maybe I'll use this in my weekly spread today. And then the last one, the 8th roll, is just looking to be like a bunch of different little shapes like triangles, squares, circles. I like the color palette on this one too. It's very much like retro 70s, 80s kind of look to me. All right, now let's go ahead and move into the weekly planning for the very first week of June, which is very exciting. So I am going to use the skinnier tapes to kind of line out my grid. Instead of drawing it with a ruler like I normally do with my fountain pen, I'm just going to use the tape as the line. And I know I said I thought about doing the rainbows in the skinny washies, but I think I'm going to do the flowers actually, because it'll match some of the other more floral tapes that I got with my bunch here. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this a bit closer to me so I can make sure it's straight and line out just my first section up here at the top. And I'm just going to take a washi card to cut it because I feel like it's faster than doing scissors. And this is either easier or harder than doing just a line with a pen, but I want to use the tapes because they're new and exciting and will probably get me out of the small planner slump that I'm in right now because I just got back from vacation and I'm just not really in the mood to plan anything out like for work because I enjoyed my time off. And yeah, so yeah, hopefully using fun colorful things will get me out of my little bit of a slump that I'm in. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and line out the next section here, and I'll go over which sections are what once I get all of this down, and we will talk about that then. So I'm just going to speed through this really quick. Okay, so now that all of those are down, I am just going to take my script stickers from my sticker shop. So I picked out the ones that I use for my different sections. So I'm just going to start at the top here with events. So my top section is all for events, and I will write down the events each day. And then my next section is all for my workouts. Actually, I'm going to make that my chores section. Yeah. No, yeah, workouts. And then after that, I'm going to do my happy moments, also known as kind of like a section for joy. And then I'll do my chores. And on the bottom here, I want to do two sections. So I want to have like either my tasks on one side and to-dos. I think I'll do my to-dos on the left, so I see those first, and then my tasks on the right, so that way if I have time I can do my tasks as well. And yes, I know tasks and to-do are kind of like interchangeable, but for me it's more of like these are the things I need to do and these are the extra tasks that if I have time I will do them. That's how I kind of explain it to myself, in my brain at least. Okay, so now I'm going to grab a pen, and I have not debuted this on the channel yet, but I'm very excited about it. This is a Walltowns pen in the Onslow Brass in Triassic Lava. I had this pen commissioned after I saw this blank and I'm so obsessed. And Brett was wonderful and helped me figure out what kind of accent to put with it, and we went with Little Black Dress. It's this subtle black shimmer. I'm loving this so much. Anyways, this is inked up with Unknown Land by Dominant Industry. I'm going to zoom you guys in and we're going to start filling this in. For the events up here, I'm just going to draw a line through Tuesday because we have a family member staying with us, and that just helps me know that we need to take him to the airport on Tuesday. I have D&D for the first time in June on Monday at 6 p.m. And then Wednesday, I need to meet with UPS again about my mailbox. And then that is pretty much it for the beginning of the week. Starting off slow, getting back from vacation, I feel like that's very necessary. However, we are going to be going full throttle at the gym. Well, I should say full throttle. We're going to be putting down what I'm hoping to do. So I'm hoping on Monday to do a back workout. Also hoping to walk 2 miles and do my wedding arms exercises, which I talked about in a different video. I think it's basically a series of exercises that I do for my arms, so my arms are toned for my wedding day. And then on Tuesday, we're going to do a chest workout. Again, 2 miles. We may run at some point, but we're going to take it slow since we're just getting back from vacation. And then again, wedding arms. And then Wednesday is going to be a lower leg day. Again, 2 miles. And wedding arms. I'm sure you're seeing a trend. I don't know if I need to say it for every day at this point, but that's there. And then for my happy moment, this is what I'm hoping to fill in throughout the week, so I'm going to leave that blank. And then for my chores, I try to break up my day, like daily do something different in the house, so like break up my rooms in my house to clean basically. But pretty much a staple for everything or every day is going to be dishes. And then also trash or recycling. And then I'll just fill in the rest of this with the rooms that I need to clean, which includes this room that I'm in right now, because Lord knows it needs a good clean. Then for the bottom section here, I usually break this in half to do like my meals on one side and, or not my meals, my personal stuff to do on this side, and then like my garden and home stuff to do on this side. But I've found that I don't really use the garden side at all because I haven't been doing anything with my garden this year, just because I'm doing my wedding, so I did not make it a priority. So I'm not going to break this in half anymore. I'm just going to list everything out and then do a very small kind of like habits check off on this side. So I'm going to just write out what I need to do really quick. And pretty much what I have to do involves stuff for my animals. So I need to drain and clean out the duck pool again, since it's been a couple of weeks since we were gone. I also need to make sure to clean out our pantry and our fridge, since in case there's any expired food that we left. Also, I need to order more moisturizer because I almost ran out in Mexico. And then I need to order dog food as well and schedule the cat vet appointment and do wormer for everybody because it is summertime, everything's growing, and the bugs are out. And then for my little habit tracker, this is mainly just a space that I have decided to kind of change up. Instead of doing my other habits, which I've been keeping track of in this planner in the actual habit section, I'm now changing this to be more of like habits for my animals. So like when I'm changing out the water for the chickens, which should be a daily thing, same for dogs and cat water, also the number of eggs I'm collecting per day. And then that's all I can really think of for now at this point. I may add to this later, but that's a good enough start for me. Okay, I'm going to move over to the second half of the week, and I'm just going to fill out what I know, being that I kind of plan my weeks a little bit differently depending on what I have going on. I'll write stuff down, but most of the time I will leave the top section up here blank because I don't really have anything going on. But I do know that I have Bible study on Thursday at 7. And then that is pretty much it. So, oh, and I'm meeting a friend for lunch on Saturday, but I don't know what time yet. We haven't talked about that, but I'll put her down. So that's pretty much all I know so far. And then the rest of this is basically going to be a continuation from the other page. I'm just going to write down my workouts. So on Thursday, I'm hoping to do another back day. Again, 2 miles. And my wedding arms. And then Friday should be shoulder day, 2 miles, and wedding arms. And then we're going to take a break from the gym, hopefully on Saturday, and just do probably a longer run, so I'm gonna say 4 miles. I'm gonna take it easy, or try to take it easy. And then Sunday we'll do our really big leg day, which usually takes like 2 hours at the gym. And I'm probably not gonna have any strength left to do a walk or a run, so I'm just gonna put down wedding arms too. But we'll see as the week goes on if I'm able to do a walk that day too, because that would be nice. Okay, and then happy moment, again, I'm leaving this section blank because I'm hoping to fill it in as the week goes on. And then for my chores, again, dishes is like a daily occurrence. And then I'll put down trash for Thursday because our trash day is on Friday, and just fill in what's left of my house that needs to be cleaned. So like the bedrooms, bathrooms, and then laundry and things like that. Okay, and then for my big tasks here on the bottom are pretty much things that I need to get done if I have time, but they don't necessarily have to be done this week. And a lot of these tasks involve wedding stuff, so I'm just gonna write down everything else I need to get done here. All right. And that's pretty much it for all that I'm going to write. And now for the fun part, I'm going to go back in with some more stickers from the Washi Tape Shop. So I'm going to go back into the, I think it was Sunlit Meadow, and I'm going to essentially just place down a few of these pieces to add some decoration to the page. Yeah, I like this really big blue iris. This is beautiful. Oh, by the way, if you're ever nervous about them being too sticky, just stick them on the back of your hand for a second and peel them up, and it'll take away some of the stickiness. It'll also take away some of the staticiness you may experience with PET tape if you want to use PET tape. Like I said, they do have lots of other options. I like their washi tape versions too, but I really just enjoy the kind of clear backing on the PET tape. I just feel it looks really, really nice. Let's see if I can find a really nice big piece to put up there. I think this one looks nice. We'll do this big flower. And then we'll do this other bunch right underneath it so it matches with the blue iris. Oop, that went down farther than I wanted. Okay, sticker surgery. I'm just going to peel up my sticker and then put it on top. Yeah, okay, I like that. And then I'm going to take one more bigger piece. Ooh, this one's good. Probably not even in frame. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a hot mess. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. I'm just going to put this one in the corner down here, just so that way we're balancing out the kind of page where we have like a lot on one side and a lot on the other side, and then writing in the middle. And then I think I'm going to add this cute little butterfly somewhere. I'll do it right here in the middle. We'll let it fly that way. And then I think I'm going to do one more skinnier one. I think this one. there. And I think I'm going to call it at that. I could keep going, but since I don't know how much I'm going to have to add throughout the week, since I'm planning this on the Sunday before or Saturday before, I need to figure out everything before I fill up the whole space with stickers. Plus, I don't want it to be totally stickered out. I do like to look at the paper, and I like to have accent writing, and I also like to go back in later and add stuff as I go, just because it's a little bit more fun for me. So I think I'm gonna just leave it at this. It was really simple plan with me. I don't have a lot going on this week, which is great for me, especially since I'm kind of coming back to everything going on. Let me know if you guys would like to see a kind of review of the Walltown pens. I have collected a couple from him now. I did do an unboxing of one of his other models, but or one of his other pens, but let me know and I can probably do a short video on like all the pens that I have from him. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm sorry if this was really rambly, I'm sorry if this was really jumpy, but I'm just happy to be back and happy to be kind of restarting my month back in my own home. So yeah, be blessed. I hope you're having a good day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.